Welcome to the Nova Syneidesis. If you are new to the channel, I strongly suggest you do not start from here. Rather, please use the provided linkage where the proper guidance is given. Otherwise, welcome back and I hope I can still be of service. Concept from Oxford Dictionary, 2017 of the Christian Era. At topic 1.4 in philosophy. An idea or mental image which corresponds to some distinct entity or class of entities or to its essential features or determines the application of a term, especially a predicate, and thus plays part in the use of reason or language. I will focus on this sub-definition on philosophy, which appears more assertive to my actual state of mind and is more contextualized to this work. It appears broad, but philosophically quite accurate, so I will just agree to it. It is also important to add that most known definitions of concept equals to categorizing, taking a concept as originated from the recognition of common aspects of similar entities. I will not say otherwise, but I intend to go beyond. As previously defined, the main difference of my definitions of idea and of concept is the possibility of perception inside the mind with an entity or a shape. Therefore, an idea will not be a concept straight, but would be contained into them. These concepts would then give form to entities. Usually, the most basic concepts tend to relate to something originated in our senses, and therefore can easily be led to perception. Example: fragile relates primarily to touch, but not necessarily. I see fragile as a more composited concept in relative terms to the basic five senses. Depending on the entity or event, not only touch but hearing might bring a perception of the concept fragile. This is a simple one, but exemplifying nonetheless. The message received by the mind by a crack sound coming from a frozen river surface someone is walking over is quite clear to most people. Even if you never had experienced one such event, you probably just imagined it, and you probably recognize a sound of fragility and danger. The more we see a concept through many different entities or by assembling composited concepts away from material objects, the more intangible, shapeless and relative it tends to appear towards ideas. For example, a person's humor state might be deemed fragile, but the perception of this is hardly well seen within a solely physical perception due to the more than physical nature of the concept humor. Number is also a fairly complicated concept for many. At first, it does not relate directly to a sense, but once considered a tool for counting, for example, they start to link to whatever senses use it for counting, like vision for instance. Therefore, number tends to be considered complicated due to the complexity involved into taking it from its highly abstract form and into perception somehow. It seems the easier an individual can think abstractedly about counting, at this example, the easier it can work numbers. If we move to mathematics and its collection of methods and abstractions using numbers, we would significantly increase the complexity of understanding due to the increase on the complexity of the concept construction. As will be seen later at perception and further on, an increasing insight about what is a concept seems fundamental for an increasing understanding. Everything being presented so far, every word, image, sound, and even the definition of the highly intangible idea is a collection of concepts through which your mind is assembling the information being presented. Even concept is a concept. Was this worthy of your appraisal? Thought it useful? Would you please hit the like button and share it so others can also seize benefit from it? Thank you.